In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove dents from the expansion chamber on your two-stroke dirt bike using air and heat. In a recent video I posted, we went on a really hard enduro ride. It was really muddy, slippery, and a lot of rocks on the trails and stuff like that. My two-stroke pipe, the expansion chamber, got really smashed up. It's a Pro Circuit Platinum pipe. This was the first big dent I got in the pipe. It really bummed me out. But I've been living with that dent, but then the other day I got these dents. And as you can see, those dents are a lot worse. I went ahead and I ordered an exhaust blowing kit to pressurize the expansion chamber so I can torch it and try to pop those dents out. I'm not sure how good it's going to work or how good it's going to look after I'm done, but I'm going to give it a shot because it's a lot cheaper than buying a whole new brand new pipe. If it doesn't look that good, then maybe I'll still decide to buy a new one, but I'm hoping it comes out pretty good, so we're going to give it a shot, see how it goes. So we have this bracket here that holds the pipe on, and I can see by looking at this that the whole pipe has been pushed in. So we have this bracket here that holds the pipe on with a bolt, and I can tell just by looking at this, I didn't notice this before, but the whole pipe has been pushed in, and this bracket is bent, and it looks like probably the one on the pipe might be bent too. I'll put a zip tie on there and use that to pull that off. And I think it'll come off now. Oh, there we go, we got it off. Alright, we're going to clean some of this oil off this pipe. I'm going to give you guys a little tip here. If you have oil like this that you want to get it off, the best way that I found to do it is actually just use WD-40. It breaks this stuff down. Oh, this can's empty. It breaks this stuff down so fast. Like all this spooge stuff, this two-stroke spooge. If you try to power wash that crap off your bike, because I get it on my swing arm and stuff, look how fast that came off. You could hit that with like Simple Green or degreaser, like Grease Lightning, Purple Power. None of it will take that shit off that quick. Alright, we got this pipe cleaned up. I'm noticing now that this looks creased, unless that was in there to begin with, but I doubt it. This bracket, I don't know if this came straight out before and it's bent that far or what. The pipe is definitely in rough shape. It's bent a lot. It's not just dented, it's also bent. So this is the kit that I purchased off eBay. This is for the engine side of the pipe. And then there's another piece that's got a pressure gauge. And then there's this side which goes on the small end of the pipe, and this has an air valve here so that you can fill it up. I'm going to pressurize this to 60 psi, and then we're going to start heating up those dents and hope they pop out. Okay, I got all these bolts on. I noticed before you tighten everything down, you may want to spin this so that you can actually access the bolts. Tighten that one a little. Just do crisscross, you know, even tension. The WD has gone to work. So we're just going to put this on here, this on here. So now we have that end on there with our gauge. We have this end here with our valve, and then we have our air compressor. I'm going to plug that in. Alright, let's try putting some air in this and see if it holds air. There's 10 psi. Looks like it's holding. There's 20. 30. I gotta say, I just heard the pipe creak. It kind of freaking me out a little bit. That's a lot of pressure. Okay, this says to start at 30 to 35 psi, check for leaks. The internal pressure will build as you heat it. This is pretty cool, but I gotta tell you, I feel like I'm kind of making a bomb here. So you guys are gonna have to excuse the thunder. We got a big storm coming in. I've got that dent popped out pretty good. It's still a little wrinkly there, but big improvement. We got the giant dent though. I don't know if we're going to be able to get that big one out, but we're going to try. We got to pressurize just above 60 psi. Let's see if it pops out. know if we're gonna be able to get this out 100%, but I do see it coming out. It is pushing itself out. Oh, look at that. Wow. It did pop way out. Let's heat this side up. Yep, here it comes. Ready? Wow. All right, we got another smaller one over on the side. Let's get this one out too. Actually, we got a whole bunch right here in a line. Start with this one. There it goes, coming back. Oh, that one came out like perfect. Try getting these a little hotter. So here's one of the dents. Still looks like a dent, but it's way less. And then these big ones that were there before, guys, I mean, those were some really gnarly dents. They're still kind of there, but they're not obstructing the flow like they were. You know, they're not really dense anymore, they just kind of look bad. Let me give you guys a little tip. This is the valve here you use to compress the pipe and put air in here. If your pressure starts getting high and you decide to let some air out, use a long stick, because burning hot oil comes shooting out of here, obviously. These are two small ones and they didn't come out as good as I expected. See here. I did these twice too. I did all the dents twice to try to reheat them, repressurize. Yeah, that does seem to be taking some of the color away. You guys know that move right there? Alright guys, I got the pipe back on the bike. This is what it looks like. The dents are pretty much popped out, but it is kind of still wrinkly and crunchy looking, so it doesn't look very fantastic. But is it functional? Yes. So the kit that I used worked great. I'm going to link it down in the description if you guys want to pick it up. So the pipe came out okay. You know, it looks a lot better than it did. Doesn't have any big crunches in it anymore, but it still does look, you know, kind of ripply and wavy. If you want to get the blue and the gold color off from torching it afterwards, I've seen some people recommend like SOS pads or steel wool, and I don't recommend that. I would say stay away from that and just use Mother's aluminum polish, because it takes it right off and it doesn't leave any scratches. I used some steel wool there at first and it was scratching the pipe up pretty good because it wasn't very fine steel wool. And then afterwards I tried some Mother's and it took it off completely. If this video helped you, go down below, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to ring the bell so you get the notifications, and I'll see you next time.